welcome to something completely different. And, well, that ain't actually the completely different, but thunder is rumbling while I'm rambling, so Sydney wanted to be in this video because of the thunder part, not the rambling part. But anyway, this is to something completely different, and this is my attempt to see if Gran Turismo Sport has the same good drift car as GT6 had. This is the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Group 3 car, which in GT6, this was about the best drift car you could get for a race car. I think the only one that was better than it was a Delta Ring, but I can't drift a Delta Wing if my life depended on it. So for me, this was the best race car, drift car there was. So, does it correlate into GT Sport? Well, let's find out, folks. It sounds good, but does it drift good? Not really. It's kind of hard to start a drift with it. And, yeah, it's not even making any smoke. Well, I think there's a pretty good reason for this, though. And, well, that reason comes down to some logic, and, well, I figured some polyphony digital logic. In GT6, on time trials, you could do all of the time trials with whatever the max tires were, or less. In Gran Turismo Sport, you get whatever the max tires are, and that's it. Y'all got this right in GT6. Why can't y'all do it in GT Sport? Especially in GT Sport, because there's no specific drifting mode for GT Sport. So you definitely should have the or less option in this game, because it would be the only way you could drift. So, I guess to go back to the question of is this car as good of a drift car in Sport as it is in 6, I guess for now I'm going to have to say inconclusive because, well, there's no way to test it equally because you can't use anything other than racing hards in this game. I guess I could go to GT6 and test it with racing hards in that game, but I'd rather not have to learn how to drift with racing tires in a game that I already know how to drift on. I would rather sort of learn how to drift using any tires on a new game than relearn how to drift on a game I already know how to. But, well, anyway, this is my best attempt at tuning a car to drift with racing hard tires. I tried different tunes for like 2 hours, and this was the best I could do, and it's still not really all that good. But if y'all want to go ahead and tune your car to at least attempt to drift with racing hard tires, here's the tune, and I wish y'all luck, because you're probably going to need it. I guess if you are going to drift in this game, you have to use an N300 car, but those aren't really powerful enough to get all that much of a drift going from what I've experienced so far. I haven't really put in tons of effort yet doing it, but remember that very first video that I did that I think literally was the first GT Sport video I did? And it was of the Mustang Group 4 drifting? Well, that was in arcade mode when you could put it to any tires you want. There's no arcade mode anymore. So they basically screwed over drifting in this game. I don't really have any reason why they did that. You'd think if they just have it whatever tires or less, which they obviously have those tires modeled because they were in arcade mode in the earliest paths, why can't we just do that? But whatever, folks. I mean, I guess we know this car can drift, given that it can kind of monsey on the straightaway and hold a little bit of drift, even with racing tires on it. So I guess that is a good sign for if they ever do implement their old system. But for now, I guess this is what we got, and this is what we have to live with to try to drift in the game. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and hopefully y'all know now not to try to attempt to drift with Group 4 or Group 3 cars for now, because racing hard tires aren't exactly drift tires. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and as always, yeehaw! I don't think Sydney's thinking yeehaw right now, because I just did hear some thunder. Yeehaw.